Hello everybody, I'm Kath Lloyd, lifestyle change and stress relief expert from Make the Change. And it's lovely to be here with you for the last Let's Talk of 2017. I've already started to work out the next 3 months worth of Let's Talks, which will go up as a timetable at the end of this video. But let's crack on, because tonight's session is about I can't find time to relax. And especially at this time of year, it's very, very busy with, getting everything organised for the perfect Christmas so that we keep everybody happy. We've still got work to do at work. And if you have got children, there's school plays, there's carol concerts to go to. And then, of course, it's present wrapping, putting up the Christmas decorations, cleaning because you will be entertaining. Hi, Sarah, nice to see you here. And Nick, hello. And so it is a very, very busy time. But generally, as we get older, we gather a lot more roles and responsibilities along the way, and life can get complicated, can't it? So what is it that's getting in the way of you finding time to relax? Because I actually hear this quite a lot, and we're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it as well, because we tend to put everybody else first. And unfortunately, in this pile of roles and responsibilities, if we put everybody else first, we're going to be at the bottom of the pile. And then you're too tired, or you're too anxious, or you're too stressed to find that time to relax. Okay, so is it that things are getting in the way, or is it about your own mindset? Is it, instead of everything else getting in the way, is it you stopping yourself from finding that time? So I want you to have a think about that for a minute. Hi, Andy, lovely to see you here. Because that's really, really important, because we find time to take the car for its MOT. We find time to take our parents Christmas shopping. We find time to devote to our children with all their school activities and all their hobbies. We find time to walk the dog. So why is it that you can't find time for yourself? Only you can answer that one, I'm afraid. Because deep down, you know the answer. All right. And it's about bringing that answer up to the surface and you being honest with yourself. I know I harp on about putting your hand on your heart and all of that. But if you want to find answers, then that's what you need to do. It is about finding the time somehow, even if it's only a little time, because actually relaxation is going to come in all sorts of different forms for different people. So it could be sitting down quietly and having a read, or going off to the pictures together with a friend or someone close to you. It could be about having a relaxing bath. It could be having an early night. It could be about going for a drink with a friend, going for a walk, or going and meeting up with your mates and going having a game of golf. But I know I hear so many people say that golf is so stressful, so that's up to you. And then, some people even find the ironing relaxing, which is way beyond my comprehension, because I put ironing at the bottom of the pile. So what is it that you find relaxing? Okay. And then what is it that's stopping you? Is it all of these other things that you are making excuses for, or is it you? Okay, so hand on your heart, that's what's got to be done. So this is now, if I could wave a magic wand over the whole of you to produce a miracle for you, what would relaxation feel like? Because we can go to all these, hi Ian, lovely to see you here. Because we can go to all of these Christmas parties, all these family events where, yes, we are in a different environment and we're with people that we most of the time get on with and we enjoy their company, but it's about still slotting in everything, isn't it, into a timetable, making a huge schedule, so you're actually rushing all of the time. And so it's about not only finding the time to relax, but then finding the time around that so that you can prepare yourself to relax and then enjoy the feeling, that extended feeling of being relaxed afterwards, so that you can really reap the benefits. Because it might be that, oh yeah, I'm going to go and have a sauna, but I've only got 20 minutes to do it. And then I've got to go off to a meeting, or I've got to go and do this, or I've got to go and do that. Well, that is sort of, it's deceiving the object of the relaxation. So it's about the time around that specific thing that you're doing as well, so that you can really reap the benefits of it. All right. Now, Christmas is nearly here. And again, people put everybody else first. I hear especially women who say, oh yeah, well, the kids are home, the grandkids are here, everybody's coming round to my house for a meal. And a particular person I'm thinking about is this lady cooks for 30 or 40 family members on Christmas Day, and she doesn't let anybody help tidy up at the end of the day. Okay, so, you know, that is a prime example of who are you putting first? And why, this is another question to think about, why aren't you giving yourself time to relax? Maybe that if you give yourself time to relax, that other things that you have been subsiding is coming to the surface. Hi Loopy, lovely to see you here. All of the other things that you have been pushing to the bottom of the pile might surface and then make you feel uncomfortable. All right, but unless you allow them to come to the surface, you won't be able to manage them, because sometimes we do have to challenge our thoughts and our feelings so that we can resolve them, so that we can accept them, so that we can acknowledge them, and so that we can work with them to move on and move to a better place. Okay, so getting back to Christmas, because I've got a bit, I've gone off track slightly from the Christmas theme, is yes, you want to give everybody the best Christmas that they can have. All right, but you are still entitled to have your relaxation. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that if you were just to explain, excuse me folks, I'm just going to have half an hour in the peace and quiet just to read a book, I won't be long, you know where the kettle is, you know where the mince pies are, and in actual fact everybody will be absolutely fine with you disappearing for half an hour. I've got a great excuse. I've got my dogs, so I just go, I'm going to take the dogs out for a walk, and that's my sort of little get out clause, so to speak. So it's about finding the time, making the time, making yourself, hi Pippa, lovely to see you here, making yourself just as important as everybody else that you are revolving around. Because, and it's like my mum has always said to me, Kath, if you can't look after yourself, how are you going to look after other people? And I know that it can be really, really difficult to look after yourself when you're being pushed and pulled in lots of different directions. You know, your thoughts and your feelings are all over the place, but you have got to manage yourself so that you can manage everything else. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So, what are the things you've got to do? Is, I'm just going to recap here, is how do you want to spend the time relaxing, putting yourself at the top of the pile, putting your hands on your heart and working out why you are saying that you can't find time to relax, or you find it hard to find the time to relax, okay, and schedule it. I know it sounds very clinical, but sometimes that's what we have to do. We schedule going to the dentist, don't we? We schedule to go and have our cholesterol checked. So why not schedule time for you and to have your relaxation? Okay, so before I go, 2018, I've got a great big long list, so I'm just going to shuffle through it really, really quickly. First of all, the first week in January, I'm going to start off talking about my Stress Relief Awareness Day, that is Sunday the 21st of January, and why it is such an important event. Then we're going to start looking at your vision for 2018. I know we're still in 2017, but by then, it's amazing how quickly the time goes, and before you know it, you'll be through July and you'll be thinking, oh my God, where's the time gone? The time swishes away faster and faster every year I get older. So it's about starting to think about it nice and early. Setting yourself realistic goals, the top 10 tips to keeping yourself sane, and by then we'll be at the end of January, so we're going to start needing that. And then my 7 strategies for success. So the importance of values, hands on your heart, talking about that again, managing your belief system, stop playing the victim, laws of attraction, acceptance, and strategize your strategy. And then at the end of that 3 months, I'm going to have an interactive Let's Talk with using essential oils to support your well-being. So if you want to be an interactive part in that essential oils one, okay, you need to message me, because I can send you out some little samples of 3 oils: peppermint, lavender and lemon, and those are the 3 oils we're going to be using. But that, we've got plenty of time. I'm going to keep reminding you, so you've got time to request your oils and me to get them to you ready for that event, which is going to be on week 12 of 2018. So until then, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will put that little timetable of Let's Talks up on Facebook so that you can start planning a little bit if that's what you want to do. And please think about yourself, so that you're not going back to work after Christmas thinking, God, thank God that's over. I can go back to work for a rest. Okay, we have the holidays to rest and relax, all right, so that you go back to work refreshed after the festive break. So have a lovely break, look after yourself, and I look forward to speaking to you on the 3rd of January. Have a fantastic time. Happy New Year. Speak to you then. Bye bye.